What's up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Aaron, the Sober Life Coach. I'm a coach, author, and I've been sober for the past 7 years. And on this channel, we help high achievers, driven people with fast brains or ADHD tendencies regulate their mind, reset their mindset, rewire their mindset, and reclaim their lives from alcohol and get back their edge with sobriety. So today we're going to be talking about something really awesome. We're going to be talking about 6 hacks to help you hack this sobriety and help be sober living be a little bit different, a little bit easier for you because I know how hard it is. I was a problem drinker for 18 years. I know exactly where you are and our fast brains. I didn't know this, but the way our brains are regulated, if you have ADHD tendencies or are faster, if you're an overthinker, you got a fast brain, you don't need more willpower. You need better tools to regulate your focus and rewire yourself. And exactly what we're going to do. And these 6 hacks are exactly that. So hack number one is something I call the power pause. Your craving isn't a command, it's actually a cue waiting for you to direct it, right? Your cravings aren't in control of you. They're actually just cues to tell you that, hey, wait a minute, I need alcohol. I need to regulate my mind, but I'm using alcohol as a solution. You can put better solutions in place, and a power pause is a great way to stop and disrupt that pattern. Just in 90 seconds to breathe, 4 in, 4 out, right? And if you start responding to this and then responding to the cravings instead of reacting, you're going to have a happy, healthy, alcohol-free lifestyle. It's going to be a lot easier for you guys to get to where you want to go. So every pause is a sober rep. Remember that. So power pause is great. Number two is the dopamine replacement formula, right? You don't crave alcohol. You're actually craving regulation and dopamine. And you want to swap that out for natural dopamine, things like movement, connection, learning. Those are the great things that are going to be helping you out. And actually, I didn't know this. I'm just learning more about my own brain, but the middle of our brain, if you have ADHD tendencies, the middle of your brain might be a little bit smaller than other people. So your cerebellum, the thing where it helps you balance, is a little bit smaller. So if you do things like yoga, martial arts, it's actually going to help strengthen that middle part of your brain. Excuse me, and help you focus a little bit more. So that's awesome too. So remember, movement, connection, learning. You should connect every day. You should move every day, and you should learn every day because that's going to give you natural dopamine. Number three is something called a trigger reset map. You can't beat what you don't see, right? So map out your 3 emotional triggers or situational triggers today. Map those out, bring awareness because a lot of the times us with fast brains, we're thinking a lot, but we don't have a lot of self-awareness. We think we have self-awareness, but we really don't. If people will tell us things like, hey, you said that? Do you know you're a little bit blunt? I know for me, it was a shock to me that I was a really straightforward, direct person. I thought I was being nice. I thought I was, that way, but someone told me you're really blunt and, you're really straightforward. So I had to kind of work on that. And so are our triggers. Our triggers are sometimes invisible. They can be emotional. They can be situational. We all have them, right? So awareness breaks that automatic behavior. So just kind of track those, write them down, figure out what they are, because those are going to be super important. So kind of build that map if you can. Number four is fast brain focus blocks. This is a great one because structure isn't restriction, it's freedom for a fast brain. And I was so not wanting to have structure in my life, especially into my mid 20s, my 30s. I'm just recently realizing that I need a lot of structure in my life. And one big thing that a lot of us do is 25-minute Pomodoro sprints to align focus and dopamine. A Pomodoro is just like a 25-minute focus block. You take 5 to 10 minute break in between, and then you work on something else. Because what happens is we have a really hard time switching tasks. We can do a lot of things, we can do a lot of things, but we can't do everything at once. So we just want to make sure that we're getting our brain, getting that deep focus in, that hyper focus, and then taking a break and focusing on the next task or continuing on with it. So that's going to help you build dopamine, and it's going to also align your focus as well. So just remember, one task, one timer, one win every single day. That's going to help a lot. Hack number five is called the three mode switch, right? So we have 3 different modes that we're kind of, our brain is in, or my brain is in at least. And if you're like me, your brain's probably in this too. So drive is productivity. You go into work, you're hyper focused, the Pomodoro block kind of thing, right? So that's one mode. Drift is autopilot. That's kind of where you don't want to be. You don't want to be in that drift mode. You don't want to be doom scrolling and all that stuff, right? And then home and recovery mode. And that's one of the modes that a lot of us have a hard time getting into because home and recovery mode is not as exciting sometimes unless you put work and effort into it, right? It doesn't seem as a lot of novelty, and there's not a lot of excitement there. So, but home and recovery mode is important too, right? So when you're going throughout your day, ask which mode am I in right now, and then shift with intention, right? So am I in drive mode? Awesome, let's be in drive mode. Am I in drift mode? That's where you don't want to be. Are you drifting into negative thoughts? Are you having a bit of thinking about rejection and you're ruminating on these nasty things that are coming into your mind? Or are you in home and recovery mode where you want to have a meaningful absorbing project, connect with your family, do all these great things at home. Which mode are you in? Let's shift that drift and get you back to where you want to go, and shift it where it's with intention, because that's going to bring awareness and control. And number six is one of the hacks that I love the best, because it's called the Dare Reflection, the Dare to be Sober reflection, right? And Dare to be Sober framework is what I created to help you guys kind of disrupt the patterns and ask better questions, reframe, and then engage in an activity. So your sober journal is your gym, right? So get a sober journal, get something to reflect this in, and disrupt your patterns by asking yourself, what am I needing right now? So first you want to disrupt your pattern with the power pause, right? So that's D is for disrupt, and then ask yourself, what am I actually needing right now? What is triggering me? What do I actually need? And then reframe. Then we're gonna reframe that. Well, if alcohol is alcohol actually going to give me relief from my anxiety? Is alcohol actually going to give me a reward? Is alcohol actually going to give me what it says it's going to give me? Because if not, what's the opposite? Well, it's actually going to take those things away from you, right? And then we're going to want to once we reframe that, we want to engage in a sober activity. So I call them sober switches, right? So you want to learn, you want to connect, you want to have exercise, you want to do one of these things to get natural dopamine into your life, and do that every single day. Also, do this at nighttime too. Disrupt those negative thought patterns by just disrupting them. Take a moment, get up and walk around. That's a great way to get out of that mode. And ask yourself, what am I actually worried about now? What am I actually worried about? And one big tip that I got from Dr. Hallowell is never worry alone. Talk to somebody about it. Reflect, connect, reframe those thoughts, and then engage in an activity if you need to, or just engage in some visualization to get yourself back into kind of this other mode where you're thinking about things positively instead of negatively. So. All right, that's all I got for you today. Those are the six hacks I have for you today. Fast brains don't mean more discipline. They actually need better direction, right? And if you want to join the 7-day Kickstart Challenge and start training your fast brain to reset, rewire, and reclaim your life, I'm opening up a school community. It's going to be free. It's November 1st for fast brainers just like you, so we can help learn how to regulate, rewire, and reclaim your lives from alcohol, one win, one day, one habit at a time. You're not broken. You have a superpower, and I really want to hope you guys understand that once we learn how to drive our fast brains and our ADHD tendencies, you're going to be unstoppable. You'll be one of the best people on the planet, or whatever you choose to do. Have yourselves a beautiful day, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.